one more step into prayer today, into the presence of the all-pervading Spirit, into the presence of the God of community and connection. We gather today in remembrance of one who came to wake us up. Wake us up to the great need of humanity. The need to bring all the disconnected aspects of reality into our harmonious whole of beloved community. We gather today to bring the voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. into this place, into our hearts and minds, to heed his call to an ethical commitment, a commitment to justice, a commitment to the eradication of poverty, a commitment to nonviolence on every level, a commitment to bridge the gulf between the haves and the have-nots. We gather today to strengthen our faith, the faith that we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair the stone of hope. We gather today to affirm the truth that I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. Give us the will, great Spirit of the universe, to overturn the current wave of hate, racism, lies, and injustice.
Talk about it.
The time is now. The time is right to do right. To move one more step toward the promised land.
More than talk.
And that day, the morning stars will sing together. And the children of God will shout for joy. Amen.
Let it be soon.
I have a couple of readings for us today. The first one is Psalm 90, verses 1 through 12. Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Thou turnest man to destruction, and sayest, Return, ye children of men. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but a yesterday, when it is past, and as a watch in the night. Thou carriest them away as with a flood. They are as asleep. In the morning they are like grass which groweth up. In the morning it flourisheth and groweth up. In the evening it is cut down and withered. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in the light of thy countenance. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength, 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knoweth the power of thine anger, even according to thy fear, so is thy wrath. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. Our second reading is from Luke chapter 12, verses 13 through 28. And one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me. And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God. And he said unto his disciples, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? And which of you, with taking thought, can add to his stature 1 cubit? If ye then be not able to do that thing which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then God so clothe the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith?
Amen.